Alright, Week 9 is in the books, and we are going to do a quick recap of Week 9. Alrighty, we had Mike Hunt versus the Eurocommish. Mike Hunt edged out a win just like he edges out his cock every time he jacks off with a 110.5 to 74 win over Eurocommish. Matt Stafford with 22 points, and my high score, DeAndre Hopkins, at 17. That will not give me the win. And next we're going to go to Mike O versus his brother, Robert Cuck. Just like to say that I've never been related to anybody with the first name Robert or the last name Cuck, but Mike O did get cucked by Robert in an 89 to 81 victory. K-Bob had Matt Ryan as his leading scorer, and Mike had Carlos Hyde with 16.5 points. Next we're going to go to Old Tato against the N-word Nightmares, the Admiral. This one was a barn burner towards the end. The Admiral was definitely chain smoking a shit ton of marble gold on his way to the finish. But at the end of the day, Old Tato gets the fucking W over the Admiral. 92.5 to 85. Leading scorers, Admiral with Alshon Jeffrey with 23, and somehow Seahawks with 13 for Old Tato. Yeah, that makes no sense at all. Next, we're going to go to the Battle of the Hinds. It was Casey versus Morgan in a battle of who's going to fucking make dinner next. Casey edges out the win, 88.5 to 72. Looks like Morgan's making dinner tonight, boys. Next, finally, we're going to go to Ian against Tato. This is a huge game for the playoffs, as was mine. Ian took the L, Todd Gurley being his leading scorer, and Tato's leading scorer, Alvin Kamara, 27. Now that is nuts. That is nuts. Kirk Cousins shit the bed for Ian, and that's for sure. He had Jacoby give me that rib Brissett on the bench. And Marvin Jones, 25.5 for Tato. What a hell of a game. And, yeah, that was our quick recap. Trying not to copy off Tato, but I think that was better than any of his videos he's ever made on YouTube. This will probably get more views, so I put it on YouTube anyways. Anyways, we're going to look ahead to Week 10. We got a matchup between Morgan and I. This is going to be a big matchup. Any matchup with Mike, Ian, or I is going to be huge. Huge. Because if any of us lose, that opens up a playoff spot for everybody else in the league except for Hein. Because Mike Hines chugs cock. Not the fantasy guru that everyone else that he's claimed to be. Sorry, Hein, but you're going to have to find a new hobby. Yeah, so anything with Ian, Mike, and I, huge game. Huge game. We're all 5-4. Ian and I are still in the playoff run. Mike is out of the playoff run because we have both scored higher on the season than Mike. And Mike is also Mike Zero. I keep saying Mike. Mike Zero has also lost Zeke for 6 games. That's all the way through playoffs. He's fucked. So my big games of the week, like I said, me versus Morgan, Hein versus Mike O. I think Mike O, he's going to take the L. I think he will. Hein's coming off a big win against myself. I had no QB, but big win nevertheless. Craig Boyer led Hein to victory. So yeah, I think Mike O will take the loss in the Battle of the Mikes. Next we'll go to Robert Cuck versus Old Tato. Mind you, I'm saying Robert Cuck just because I don't want the NSA to know who we're actually talking about. Anyways, Robert Cuck, I think... Let me get a quick box score. I think Tato's going to edge out the win, Old Tato, but it's going to be close. Robert Cuck, his receivers are weak. Tato, you're playing Ben Roethlisberger on the road. He has a history of being poor on the road. D's Nuts was injured last week. He has limited practice. That's going to be a close one, but I think that Old Tato will edge it out and solidify a playoff spot. Next we'll go to the N-word Nightmares versus New Tato, Tofu Tato, TT. Tofu Tato, I don't get how you draft a good team. It makes no sense. You don't watch football. You fucking masturbate to yams or tofu or something. I don't know. Yeah, but I think he'll get the W over my father. Sounded weird. I said my father. The Admiral. He has Fat Rob Kelly as his number 1 RB. That's never looking good. His team's just looking like, You know, like we have a bonfire and there's just a bunch of ashes at the bottom? That's what my dad's team looks like. He's probably chain smoking the marbled golds as we speak right now. Yeah, you're definitely going to smoke him on that. He probably won't even clips 80, according to projections. Next, we're going to go to Ian against the 5-star man, Casey Heim. Ian coming off an L against Tato, and 5-star man coming off the big win against his own wife. He might have messed that up somehow. He might have made his wife lose and logged into her stuff. But anyways, I still think the 5-star man's going to get the W over you, Ian. Kirk Cousins shut the bed last week. He's playing a good Minnesota defense. Todd Gurley's going to be your bright spot against Houston because they have no offense, so defense is going to be on the field the whole time. I think LaShawn McCoy's going to have a huge bounce-back game against New Orleans for the 5-star. Sammy Watkins, I think, is going to be enormous also as well. Good matchups across the board for Casey, really, for all of his players. Really. So I think the 5-star man will take the W. And, of course, I'm going to tell you guys, like, I'm taking the W against Morgan. She's coming off a big loss. Casey's probably enslaving her, and she's doing all the dishes. She's wiping his ass for him because she lost. I don't know, they got probably doing something over there for that loss. She's going to be tired. She's going to take the L. Not trying to say I'm cucking your wife, but you cucked her last week, and she might be getting cucked this week, Casey. Sorry, Morgan, if you're watching this. I don't mean anything by that. You're beautiful. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to take the L. Although Tom Brady and Le'Veon Bell is scary, but after you get past that, I mean, Kelvin Benjamin, Rashawn Matthews, not looking too hot. I do have my running backs are weak this year compared to David Johnson and Le'Veon last year in a fair trade with my father. But I will edge out and take W. Let's take a look at the standings before the end of this video. You got the Tato Fags at the top. Ian and I are second, like I said, because we have scored the more points than Mike O. Everything is wide open for everybody. If Ian, Mike, or I lose, yeah, everything's wide open except for Hein. Hein, you fucking suck dick. And yeah, this is something new I was trying. See if it looks cool. See if this is what we want to do the rest of the way in the league. But yeah, I'm signing off, and see you boys later.